What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am Patrick B. Smith, and yes, we are back at Babs, Barbra Streisand. And please clearly understand I am pronunciating Barbra Streisand with an S, not a Z. I know in the beginning it sounded like that. My accent may have said that, but if the subtitles are capturing me saying this correctly, let's please move on. Anywho, but I am finally back at a song that I did when I first got my channel of her singing her song called My Man, or a rendition of her singing My Man from Funny Girl, 1968. I don't even know what type of style, or I'll say condition, Barbara sounds like in the 60s, because from what I've heard from her in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, even the 2000s was like incredible. So her earlier years when she's striving to really become bigger, I'm just here for it. And plus, I know that a lot of her performances are in reference to movies or roles or in character. So I think that's what really helps me to love Barbara a lot more, is the dynamics that you get from her as a performer. There's just a lot of things to expect when you're trying to watch an artist for entertainment or relief or just something to kind of get you through any type of emotion. And the fact that she has so many different layers of her when you watch her is a treat in itself. So I'm definitely here for it. I don't necessarily know where this is live or not, but this is the first time I'm seeing this actual video. So I'm excited because every time I do a video about her, I am like deeper in love with this woman's voice, and I become more familiar with her work, and I understand why she is who she is. So without further ado, let's check it out. This is Barbra Streisand performing My Man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know. All my life is just a spare. But I don't care. When he takes me in his arms, the world is bright. All right. What's the difference if I say I'll go away when I know I'll come back on my knees someday? For whatever my man is, I am his forevermore. Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know. All my life is just a spare, but I don't care when he takes me in his arms. The world is bright. All right. What's the difference if I say I'll go away when I know I'll come back on my knees someday? For whatever my man is, I am his
Where was that from? Wait. First of all, I think I've heard that song many times before, but I feel like because she was so in character, even before she even spoke a word, you can see her expressions of her getting emotional. And it's like, dang, what happened, girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really felt the story. And that's what I love a lot about her. Besides her voice, I feel, there's a lot of times that a lot of artists cannot stand on a stage by themselves and give you a full story that feels like you can see and feel every emotion of the song. When you have singers like Barbra Streisand, do you see how she delivers it in a way of you feel her pain and you feel her saying, I can tell you I'm gonna leave this man, but truthfully, I know I'll be back again. That's like real confession of like how much I know I feel safe with this man. I feel a little teary eyed. Like I wish every woman had a man like that, and every man had a woman like that, or whatever. Somebody had a person to make them feel that way because that was beautiful. And now that we've gotten into the emotions, a part of it, her vocals played me like a game. I was not expecting to get carried through like that. How she built the occasion for that sustain of a note she held like that. I was more impressed with the switch up and how she was able to do her transitions from a head voice to the high notes so quickly, which I've heard her do before, but for it to be so early in her career and for her to be able to carry a note in a song like that, that is really the truth of why, if you really listen to music, if you like music for music and the sound and what is happening and the technique, I think you will understand a lot of these great artists that we hear about, because I don't know too much about Barbara other than me discovering her myself and just enjoying her music and songs. But those who grew up and actually watched her in her prime, you understand how great and incredible and impactful she was. So if I can see this from this time, just watching it, I can imagine what it was like when you first heard her. She is unbelievably one of the greatest of all time. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if they ever even listen to one song by Barbra Streisand. If you are in a position to rate and name vocal singers of all time, you don't list Barbra Streisand, you don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, you don't. Shout out to her. We still love you. I will always support her because I'm a fan of music, and you can't be a fan of music without respecting the ones who started a lot of what we hear now. So, any more requests by Barbra Streisand, please let me know. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, be safe.